Thank you to Thomas Moreira for these 5 suggestions. Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and I'm back with another preview and prediction video. Today I'll be doing a video on the Pitt Panthers for 2022. Last season, the Pitt Panthers overachieved as an understatement. They went 11-3, 8-1, winning the ACC, with the only loss in the ACC being against Miami. They lost somehow to Western Michigan early in the year, and then they lost to Michigan State when Kenny Pickett was not playing. So, let me bring out my notes on this topic. So, notes for Pitt. They have a tough non-con schedule this year. They scheduled, as you can see, West Virginia and Tennessee on the schedule this year. They lose Kenny Pickett and Jordan Addison, and that's going to hurt a good bit. They do retain a lot besides them two from last year's team. They get Keaton Slovis in the transfer portal, and if they're lucky, he can do what JT Daniels did when he went to Georgia and kind of rectify his career. They get other transfers like Simon. They get other transfers like Shane Simon, a redshirt senior transfer at linebacker from Notre Dame, and Kanata Mumford, a sophomore transfer wide receiver from, didn't write that down, Akron. So maybe he can fill in a hole on that wide receiver core. And in recruiting, they are 52nd, 71st this year, 29th last year, 45th in 2020, 55th in 2019, and 48th in 2018. Not bad. Not bad for an ACC team. More kind of lower end in the ACC, but they made up for it with development, I guess. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and check out the schedule. So, week 1 is a big game, a renewal of the backyard brawl. West Virginia comes to town. I think West Virginia beats you. It's going to be JT Daniels versus Keaton Slovis, the starter versus his backup that took his starting job. I just think West Virginia is a little bit more talented than Pittsburgh at this point. So, especially in this point of the season when they're both in the new system and everything like that. So I think you get your first loss at home versus West Virginia. Then it doesn't get any easier. You have Tennessee at home. Tennessee, you barely beat Tennessee last year in Knoxville. And I think that Heupel and his crew is going to come into Pittsburgh looking for some vengeance. And I think you lose your first 2 games to start out 0-2. Then you have Western Michigan again, who, like last year, are the team that beat you. I think that you'll do better this time at their house, and I think you get your first win at Western Michigan. This could be a game to where little coming out game for Keaton Slovis, show his passing prowess, kinda, before you go back home to face Rhode Island, which is going to be another win. So, you do get to rectify those 2 losses at the beginning of the season with 2 other kind of easier games to become 2-2. Now, I would not sleep on that Western Michigan game. You did last year, and you saw what happened. Then you have Georgia Tech at home. Georgia Tech is not going to be an easy team to beat per se, but you should be able to beat them in your home place. Georgia Tech, they were in the toilet for a long time, even when Paul Johnson was there, but now they're kind of crawling fingernail by fingernail out of the hole they dug themselves in, but I think you'll get the win. So you're 3-2. Then you play Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech is going to be in a worse position than you are this year, most definitely. So I think you get a win there. Go into your bye week 4-2 after starting 0-2. Then after your bye week, you go to Louisville to face the Cardinal. I think that they're going to beat you. I think that they can outgun you. Michael Cunningham has showed in the past and you have to go to their stadium. So I think that you get a third loss, and you're 4-3. Then you're at North Carolina. North Carolina's not an easy place to play either. Like I've said in multiple of these videos, back-to-back road games are not easy. But I think you win here. I think you pick off North Carolina to go to 5-3. Then you have to go to Syracuse, the Orange. Then you host Syracuse, the Orange. Syracuse is going to be a sneaky team this year. They never have like those, like that one good recruiting class, but they stack on recruiting classes before they have a really senior team. I don't know if that's going to be this year. However, I think that they're good enough to pick off a team, and I think that team's going to be you. So you're 5-4, and then you have to go on the road to Virginia, and I think you lose. Virginia, they got a new head coach, who's the former offensive coordinator of Clemson. They have Brennan Armstrong back. Their offense should be pretty good for the ACC standards. So I think that they pick you off, and you're 5-5. Then you host Duke. This is going to be simple. You're going to get the win there. And then you have a big game against Miami. You are 6-5 at this point. Nothing really to play for in the ACC besides maybe hope and pray that an ACC team that team that you beat is also 7-5, so you can go to the championship game again. But you play at Miami. I think you pick them off. I think by this point in the season, Keaton Slovis is going to be really accustomed to this offense. And I think you're going to get a big win at Miami to finish the season 7-5. I know Pitt fans are wanting more, but you just lose so much in Kenny Pickett and Jordan Addison. If Jordan Addison had stayed, maybe you would be able to pick off those games against Virginia, Syracuse, and maybe even Louisville. But I just can't see it with the decrease in receiver production and a quarterback who's coming off kind of a down year and coming off injury as well. So I got 7-5. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed. I'll be taking suggestions for more of these. Maybe even finish up the ACC next. I don't know. It will just depend on what y'all want to see. So have a great day, as always, and Go Dogs.